Hey everybody, so good to see you. It is day 38. We are going to be working with a kettlebell today for our 30-20-10. Again, just like yesterday, I want to take some extra time to really focus on our core as stabilizing, as functioning to hold everything together. So I really want to make sure that our backs are staying happy, our hips, our knees, everything. I mean, mainly the low back is actually a huge function of something that can become problematic if you're not using the core and flexing it appropriately. But it really is so important for most all moves. So I am going to be using a few different sizes of kettlebells. If you don't have kettlebells, as always, it's not a problem at all. You just go through the same move holding a dumbbell. Even with the swings, you can use a dumbbell holding around the bell. Okay, your swing, we'll talk through it pretty quick. There is the biggest deal is just making sure that the core stays active and the back stays flat. So shoulder blades pull together, the core flexes in tight. So don't just suck in the front of the belly, but see if you can build the wrap of the core all the way around. And if you're still developing the core, start with a lighter weight, but also make sure that you still have the thrust, the momentum happening. So the thing about a kettlebell is when you're heavy enough, you really are forced to use the proper form, which is thrusting, getting the momentum and thrusting from your hips, from the glutes. So the butt hinges back. We're not squatting, you're hinging. So you just let the chest drop forward and then you thrust up, letting the arms come straight ahead, making sure that you stack your hips right on top of the heels as opposed to coming forward. Okay, so we're going to be doing regular swings in our first set, American swings, which is where the arms go all the way up overhead, second set, and single swings, third set. So we are also going to be starting with a stabilizer sash. So we're going to do 15 each side because this needs to be slow and controlled. And when we have a lot of numbers, I even find myself going a little faster because we just have to get through. So I'm going to call it a sash. It's not a hack. It's not really a chop because you're not twisting or turning. You're super stabilized. So you're going to find your rooted feet, flex the heels into the ground, tighten through the thighs, the glutes, the core. So pull the pelvic floor muscles in, tighten all around your torso trunk. Shoulders are back, chest is up, and the back is flexed. Then you're just going to draw a sash from your left hip bone to your right shoulder. So we're going to pull and drop. 15 on one side, 15 on the other, and we're going to focus on that core and stabilizing from there. Then we're going to do our kettlebell swing at 30. I just showed you. And then we are going to do a rhomboid row. So rhomboids are the muscles between your shoulder blades on your back. Super important muscles for posture and also helping to keep the shoulders back, which help give your shoulders, keep your shoulders happy. They're not going to get impinged and tight, and it keeps work out of your traps. So what we'll do is we're going to hinge over the bell. That's right between our feet. Flat back. So you got to stick that booty back. Again, stabilize through the core. You're going to wrap your hands around the bell, around the handle, or if you have a dumbbell, wrap your hands around the handle, the center point, and then your elbows just pull up so that the handle comes right to the sternum on your chest. So right into the middle of the back. And I want you to focus on grabbing the muscles between your shoulder blades, those rhomboids, okay? So that's all we're going to need for our first round. We're going to do the sash, we're going to do a swing, and then we're going to do the rhomboid row. And I'm going to just hit up 20, 25, and then a 44. So you know what, let's go ahead and get just a little extra warm up. Take a wide stance, hinge over those legs. We're going to be using the hamstrings a lot today for our swings. Take your right arm up and then the left. So just swing back and forth, tighten through the core, flex through that trunk and torso. Sit back on those heels. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and drop your hips back and down. Stretch through those hips, your knees. You can sit all the way back on your heels possibly. Little tight, little stiff from all that we've been doing last few days, but it's good. Just got to get that body ready to move and get in all the positions that we're going to need from it today. All right, let's take a little bit of a spider lunge. So hinge to one side, your other leg is straight, then the other. Go one more each side, and then we're going to get started with that sash. All right, coming on up. First set, 30, but our sash, we're going to do 15 each side. Okay, stand tall, that stack that I talk about a lot. Heels under hips, under shoulders, tuck in tight. So we'll start right hip bone, shoulders back and down to left shoulder. 1, 2, doesn't seem like much. 3, but you need to stay strong, stable, flexed, set in. 7, 8. Another way to know if you're grabbing and getting the right amount of trunk flexion is if you can keep your pelvis neutral. So meaning if you think of your pelvis being a bucket of water and it's filled all the way to the top. So it's all the way to the brim. And if it tips forward, then you'll drop water out the front. But if it tips back, you'll drop water out the back. This is our last one. So we need to find that neutral position. Other side. Left hip bone, right shoulder. My knees are soft, but my thighs are flexed. Can feel this in my lats, that mid back behind the wings, such a huge part of the core as well. The glutes, the thighs. Get the trunk, get the torso. Stay out of your neck. 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to get that swing going. I'm just going to hit up my 25-pound for now. If you want to go crazy and gnarly, then feel free. Go for it. Toes straight ahead, belly nice and strong. Your first swing is picking it up from the floor, so you should not already be standing holding your weight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Digging through those heels. There's 10. Keep the back long. That core super solid. 5. Lock in those glutes. Right on top of the heels. 20. 29. 30. The last one, setting it back down. No biggie. Okay, hitting up those rhomboid rows. Let's plant our elbows on our knees. Open the chest, and then round, open, and round. Okay, so feet right underneath your hips. Make the back nice and long, strong. Tuck the belly in. Here we go. Focus that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Get the back here. Keep the belly strong. 27, 30. Whew. All right. Definitely felt those. All right, let's shift it out. And then we're going back to our sash. Stabilize, strengthen, contract. Here we go. 10 each side. Eight. Tighten deeper, deeper. 10. Tailbone gently tucks under. 6. Wrap all the way around that belly. 9, 10. All right. Here we go. Kettlebell swing at 20. Belly tight, butt back, back flat. Here's our first swing. 2, 3. Where's that core? 15, 18, 19, 20. All right. 20 of those rhomboid rows. Last time I wrapped my right arm under, or my right hand under first. So this time, wrap your left hand under first, or just, alternate based on what you did last time. All right, ready? Back is flat, butt is back. Here we go. Focus that core, then the back. You need your core first. 15, 18, 19, 20. All right, we'll have our sash. 5 each side. Okay, ready, set, and go. Tighten. 5, create resistance. 3, 2, 1. You have to make these tough. 3, root yourself into the ground like someone's gonna come push you over and you wouldn't move anywhere. All right, 10 swings. Go up a little here. I think I told you I've been trying to take care of my elbows a little better. They need a little TLC, too much gripping, so kind of why I've been going lighter lately. But I think for my 10, it still feel good. All right, butt back, back flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 10. So good. All right. So next up, For our core portion, we are going to be doing hinges, or like a good morning. So it's a deadlift without holding the bell low. So again, I'm going to stay light because I want to focus on flexion and core. So it's all about tightening around that trunk, pulling those pelvic floor muscles in, wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. Same hinge and tuck. So lots of hinges today. Got to keep that core. If you're feeling the low back at all, then I want you to stop, take a break, dump your reps, don't go as deep, and then that's your cue that your core is not held strong enough. So we need to go back to basics, work on the core a little bit more. If it's just not coming today, if kettlebells don't work, find a core day. Even yesterday, focus again, collecting, connecting, grabbing deep, tighten through all the torso and trunk. So we're going to go the hinge. Then we're going to do an American swing if it works for you. The weight or the dumbbell, the kettlebell goes up overhead. So you get that momentum. And then you're going to swing all the way up, catch, all the way up, catch. If going overhead doesn't work for you, then you can stay in your regular swing that we just did. And then we're going to do suitcase rows. So 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells. And you're going to hinge forward again. Back is going to be a little taller than what we had for our rhomboid rows. And then you just pull the elbows up to squeeze again between those shoulder blades. So just a little different, very similar, same kind of back pull. Again, you're hinging, get that core going nice and strong. Okay, so here we go. Standing, kettlebell hinge, belly strong. Back, get those glutes connecting to come up. Digging deep. Find your core. Find that center. When you hinge and you stick the butt back, don't lose your pelvis, right? So you have to still keep that belly button tucked, pulling back, tightening in, wrapping around, so your pelvis still staying neutral. Think this is 20. Tighten through the back still. 7, 8, 29, 30. Okay, getting those full American swings. Butt back, back flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get that full stack. 4. You can really feel that core grab, getting that lock, glutes, core, back, the top of your swing. 10. Drive through those heels halfway. Pack into the back. Make sure those arms are set in, not pulling from those shoulders. 22, 23. 29, 30. Oh, nice work. Then our suitcase row. All right, again, focus that back. Belly strong. Squeeze shoulder blades. 2, 4. Make sure you don't lose that set back of the shoulder blades. You don't want your shoulder heads to release. Focus it back. Make sure your body's staying still. Only those elbows are moving. 26, 7. Come on back, come on back. 30. All right. Doing good. Going back to our hinges. Hold your weight. Set your stance. Here we go. There's 10. Focus. Grab, tighten. Eight, 9, 10. Whew. That one felt good. All right. Getting those American swings. For 20. Keeping the core constantly, right? Please, please. Here we go. Get your set and go. Remember, you're not squatting. Remember, hips are stacked right under shoulders, right over heels. At the top, hinge, thrust. Five to go. Woo! All right. Felt those. Butt, back, core. All righty. Get those suitcases. Travel wherever you want to go. 5, the sky's the limit. 10. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, just our 10s. Get that stretch. Hamstrings are getting tight and worked for sure for me. Okay, focus and flex. Just tighten, tuck in, wrap around, stability. Stability is our goal. Nine, 10. Okay, swings, get your set, go. 9, 10. Now you're doing it right. By the time you get to 10, it's all you got. 1. Shoulders back and down. 8, 9, 10. Good work. All right. Take a little bunny pose. Tuck the knees in, hips sit back. My sister-in-law taught me this one. It's nice. You get tucked all the way in, forehead on the ground. Just gives your spine nice little reset. Okay, here we go. Last one through. We're going to do marches for our stabilizer set. So we are going to be going still 15 each side, 30 total. And then we have single swings and then an overhead tricep extension. So for your single swings, there's a few different ways you can do it. We're going to do 15 each, so 30 total. No reason to do, well, if you're kettlebell training, competing, you can do all the swings in the world. What they do is fantastic, amazing, incredible. So depending on how your arms are feeling and your confidence with your bell, once you get that initial swing, you can switch arm to arm as you're heading up. Okay, that's probably what I'll do. Otherwise, you can go 15 on the right, 15 on the left. The marches, we've done those before. We'll clean those up. Set them on your shoulders. Elbows kind of out wide, bells are resting, and then you're going to march. Here, low belly, tucks in nice and tight, and then you're going to do an overhead tricep extension. So if you use a kettlebell, hold it on the horns like this. If you use a dumbbell, you'll know, just hold it on either side of that bell. Okay, so let's go marches first. Sticking with 15 each side because I really want to take time, set in, feel that pelvis tuck under. So anterior tilt, get that tuck, knees soft. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that tall chest. Can you tighten any deeper? 13, 14, 15. Oh, especially on the exhale. Really, really, really feel. All right, singles, 15 each side. Here we go. Hinge those hips back and swing. 2, 3, 4. Use that core. 10, really flex through the back. 14, don't forget that core. Halfway. Hinge, thrust, 7, 28, 29, 30. All right, grab those horns, overhead tricep extension, get your elbows in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set to your pelvis. 10. 12. Still feeling those triceps from yesterday. 10 to go. 21, 22. Watch your hips, keep them back. 7, 8, 9, 30. Whew. All right, last little bit. Okay, hit up those marches. Elbows are up. 1, 10 each side. 2, 3, 4, 6. You have to tighten in. It's easy to march all by yourself. 9, 10. Okay. 15 each side. No, 10 each side. Woo. Hinge it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Remember, pack those glutes halfway. 8, 9, 10. All right, 20 overhead. You split your stance, mix it up this time, other leg forward. Can you tighten your core anymore? Make sure your upper body's still halfway. 3, tighten that belly button back. 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. We're gonna make it. I'm gonna be really rude and make you stretch on your own. There's other stretch videos, so hit it up. Look up the tag stretch. Cut myself tight today. 4, 5. 5 each time. But back flat. Single swings. Flex through those glutes to get the thrust. 4, 5. Alrighty. 10. Where's that core? 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. All right. Well done. Get your stretch. Maybe I'll come back later and help.